This is Afternoon Sports Slay with the Queen, Micah K. Now remember, I'm doing this for the love of the game. Now, if you are new to my channel, make sure you are hitting that subscribe button. Make sure you hitting the like button and definitely hitting the notification bell. Also, make sure you are sharing and commenting, okay? The Queen needs your likes. Make sure you are hitting that bell and make sure you are telling a friend. This is my passion. Let's get this channel monetized. There is going to be content each week. The Queen is definitely going to try to up it very soon to 2 weeks, and I have some other surprises in store. So listen, if you love hearing the Queen, make sure you are supporting, make sure you are spreading the word, okay? Now, also, if you are new, listen, this is how I do it. I give you the background information first, then I give you my analysis, then I give you my prediction, and I have a little something extra at the end for those who wait to the end. Now, excuse me, if you see my lashes for all my slayettes, you know, my girls, you might be like, okay, the lashes looking a little crazy. If you really listen, if you zooming in, because it's been one of those weeks, but excuse me, listen, the Queen had to get this content out, okay? Just giving you that. I really didn't have to tell you guys, but I wanted to. Now, let's get into the background information. The source is by ESPN.com. I did not see a writer's name, okay? You know, the Queen cites her sources when it comes to certain quotes and information. Now, Jose Ramirez and Josh Taylor will meet on Saturday, May 22nd to unify all 4 major junior welterweight world titles, okay? That's a big deal. Make sure you're flowing with me. This will be on ESPN and ESPN Plus, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, okay? The winner will become the first undisputed champion in the division since Terrence Crawford accomplished that feat in August 2017. Ramirez, okay, won then vacant WBC junior welterweight title with a unanimous decision victory over Amir in March 2018. 16 months later, okay, Ramirez added the WBO belt with a 6-round TKO victory over Maurice Hooker. He defended the belts once, a majority decision win over Victor Postal in August, okay? Now, remember, the Queen is fluent. She's looking down at her notes, okay? We're trying to get the job done. Let's get into Taylor. Taylor collected the IBF version of the title with a unanimous decision victory against Ivan, okay? Or Ivan, all right, in the World Boxing Super Series semifinals in May 2019. In the WBSS Final 5 months later, Taylor defeated favorite Regis by majority decision in a great performance to add the WBA belt. Taylor scored an easy first round TKO victory over Kang San in September to retain his titles. Now, make sure you guys are checking out that info card as well so you can be tapped in and informed. Okay, here we go. We're about to get into the juice. I am going to give you my analysis of Josh Taylor first. Remember, the last 2 fights was against Kang Sung and Regis Prograis, okay, if I'm pronouncing that properly. Let's get into the thick of things. Now, Taylor in the fight against Kang Sung showed he had nice double jab usage with the right, plus an excellent left hand. The left hand to the body, then the right is what took Kang Sung out in the first round. The shot didn't look bad, but it got the job done. Taylor against Regis showed nice foot movement, moving elusively in the ring at times. Taylor knows how to move in and out. Taylor has good quick hands, nice accuracy, good left uppercut and body shots. Taylor moves well while releasing the jab and angling. Okay, all my slayers and slayettes, are you flowing with me? Taylor shows good versatility with his punches at times. Taylor can definitely throw punches you won't see coming at times, like a nice left or right hook. Taylor can show good determination plus have boost of energy during the fight that gets him through. Taylor has a really good boxing skill set. Excuse me, guys, you know, sometimes with the hair be getting into my eyes and stuff, okay? Now, what I'm looking for, let's get into the improvement areas. Taylor can definitely get hit, has to make sure his defense is sharp. That is very key. Needs to make sure to cover up in the inside and not leave his body open. I would like to see more head movement at times too from Taylor. Now, let's transition over to Jose Ramirez. Here's my analysis. We know his last two fights were Victor Postal and Maurice Hooker. And do not forget, Taylor fought Postal as well. Now, Ramirez is like bouncy. He has nice bounce. He uses the left hand very nicely. Ramirez likes to close the gap and throws combination. He also knows how to stick and move. Ward said, we're talking about Andre Ward, the now commentator, said, as the fight progresses, Ramirez likes to press the issue and is a pressure fighter. Bradley said Ramirez knows how to use his jab to attack now the right way. Okay, excuse me if I'm going a little fast. Make sure you guys are flowing with me, so I try to slow down just a little bit for you. Ramirez can land very heavy shots. Okay, Ramirez shows flashes of really good body work and can land good, clean, and accurate power punches. Ward also said Ramirez's best attributes are somewhat unseen: his will, desire, and conditioning. Okay, I like that quote as well. You don't see things that might wow you. This is also from Ward, but Ramirez's inside game is made of greatness. So he's saying Ramirez has the juice in the inside. He's gonna apply that pressure. He will come at you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Ramirez is relentless with his attack and has quickness with the right and left. Okay, but he can also be patient. In the fight against Hooker, he had a sudden burst of energy that came out full force in round 6 to take Hooker out with a TKO, landing dangerous combos. Now let's get into what I'm looking for from Ramirez. You can definitely jab against Ramirez. He has to defend against the jab better at times. To me, I would like to see better head movement at times. Ramirez can throw wide punches and leaves himself open, so he has to make sure he covers up in the middle. All right, Ramirez can counter punch, but has to make sure he's landing the more cleaner and effective punches. Also make sure he's not being too predictable. Ramirez uses the left a lot, which I like, but I would like to see more right usage. Now I see flashes of the right hook and uppercut, but not enough at times, and I'm just basing it off of the last two fights with my analysis with the Queen IIC. Okay, some of you, we can disagree, that's no problem. Now, let's get into a few other Slay notes. Ward said every fight for Ramirez is going to be a tough fight. Even fights you see he dominates, he still takes punches in order to get in the inside just based on his style, the way he goes about his craft. That starts to add up over time. So that's another quote from Andre Ward that I really liked. Another note, in some ways, I like Taylor's boxing skill set a little more. Taylor will go toe-to-toe with you in the inside. The question is, can Taylor take the punishment from Ramirez all fight with applied pressure? Okay, now all my slayers and slayers, are you ready? It's prediction time. The Queen about to give you how I feel like the fight is going to go. Now, the person that's going to win this fight is the person with the strategic game plan. Make sure you tapped in. The person that makes the quick, spot on, necessary adjustments, in my opinion. The person with the better stamina and conditioning. Who will last the longest? Now, let's get into some other things. To me, at first glance, this is more of a 50-50 fight, okay? So this could possibly go to a decision. I could see, okay, this even being a majority decision, or depending on whose night it is, I can see one of them catching each other slipping, because we know boxing is unpredictable. It could be a TKO or KO from either fighter, okay? Now, slayers and slayettes, I need a little help with this one too, because these is one of those fights where the Queen is kind of torn in the middle. I'm not for sure, because you know, sometimes with certain fighters, I just know, I feel it in my heart, my spirit, I know which fighter is going to win. But this is one of those ones where I'm definitely in the middle. So I need all my true boxing fans who are tapped in, who have saw Taylor and Ramirez fight. Let me know, give me a good analysis. How do you feel this fight is going to go? Now, I am going to be a woman of my word, and I am going to choose one. I am going to go with Ramirez. I am going to give him the slight edge, and I feel like he's going to come out victorious just due to his will to win. Okay, so I'm going to give it to Ramirez. I have him winning. Now, my true supporters, we're going to get into a few other little things really quickly before I let you guys go, okay? I hope everybody is having a blessed day, a blessed week, all right? Now, who remembers the Queen doing Boxing History Fridays the summer of 2020, okay? During the pandemic. It might make a full comeback really soon. Now, Remember, this fight is a big deal because make sure you tap in, make sure you flowing. The winner will become the first undisputed champion in the division since Terrence Crawford. There have only been 4 men, listen to this, in the 4-belt era to be undisputed champions among all the weight classes. There has never been a Hispanic fighter to accomplish this goal yet. So this will be a big deal if Ramirez wins. Make sure to tap in with the queen, okay? I'm definitely going to give you more boxing juice and the info you need. I'm gonna make sure you informed. We got a couple surprises. Listen, be patient with me. It's a lot of things going on in the queen's life, but we gonna get it together. It's coming, I promise you. Okay, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that like button, and definitely hit that notification bell. Remember, I'm doing this for the love of the game. This is Afternoon Sports Slate with so much more on the way. Make sure you supporting a young black queen who's owning her own business, who has entrepreneurship goals. There's so much more in store, I promise you. Make sure you tap in. It's the Queen Micah K, and I'm out.